Pope Francis did not address the recent sex scandal rocking the church during his meeting with pilgrims today.
Quando si accoglie il Dio di Gesù Cristo, che da ricco si è
The
fatto
Holy
povero
Father,
per
speaking
noi,
inside Paul VI Hall, focused on the worship of idols. He said it's a sign of our failure to trust totally in God. Alan Holdren is the EWTN Rome Bureau Chief. Alan, I understand we have new information about former Cardinal McCarrick's whereabouts during the time an allegation was made against him.
Yes, Lauren. Sources tell EWTN News that for one of the allegations from the 1970s, McCarrick claims that he has evidence that proves he was out of the country at the time of at least one of the allegations by a former altar boy. In June, McCarrick released a statement saying that he fully cooperated in the process of the investigation and, quote, "My sadness was deepened when I was informed that the allegations had been determined credible and substantiated."
So did he present the evidence he claims to have?
Well, Lauren, we don't know how New York handled the preliminary investigation. We contacted New York, and by the time of broadcast, we haven't heard back. It's not clear whether the Archdiocese of New York gave McCarrick the opportunity to submit evidence as part of the preliminary investigation or not. This type of investigation is only to determine whether an accusation is obviously false. If it's found to be not obviously false, the matter is transferred to Rome for a formal process under church law overseen by the Vatican.
Did that happen in this case, Alan?
Well, in this case, Lauren, the Archdiocese of New York evidently found that the allegations met the minimal standards to be sent to Rome, and it was sent to Rome. We have reported that Vatican sources have said Pope Francis is personally handling cases like this one involving bishops. It's not clear what the next steps will be for Pope Francis in this case of Archbishop McCarrick, but he's already accepted the resignation of McCarrick from the College of Cardinals, and he's assigned him to live in a life of prayer until a formal canonical process has been completed.
Alan Holdren, EWTN Rome Bureau Chief. Thank you. An update to that story. Since we spoke to Rome's Bureau Chief, Alan Holdren, on camera earlier today, we have received a comment from Joe Zwilling, the spokesperson for the Archdiocese of New York. Zwilling tells us the review board is a confidential process, but says, quote, Archbishop McCarrick was given the opportunity to present information to the review board. The review board considered it. The University of Notre Dame says it will not immediately rescind an honorary degree it gave Archbishop McCarrick. Father John Jenkins, president of the Catholic school, says in a statement, quote, the university recognizes that McCarrick maintains his innocence and that a final decision in the case will come only after a canonical trial in Rome. The Catholic University of America and Fordham University took away honorary degrees conferred upon McCarrick. We will have continuing coverage of the sex abuse scandal. Watch here on EWTN News Nightly and online at CatholicNewsAgency.com and ncregister.com.